Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day and you had an awesome and blessed weekend. My weekend was crap, really. Going through a few things. I don't want to go into detail on them. I really do apologize for not uploading any videos. I know I was meant to, and I said it last week that I was going to, so I do apologize for not uploading anything. Today we are going to be reacting to the Texas food truck tour inside Austin, I don't know how you pronounce it, Brisket, Mobile, flip the neck. I'm rubbish with these pronunciations. You'll know what I mean when you see the video. The reason I'm reacting to this is because this is where I'll be coming when I come to the States in 2024 for my little road trip. I'm coming into Texas probably and gonna mission around as much as I can around there, and then the next trip will be somewhere else. But Texas is somewhere I've always wanted to go, so I think that's where I've settled on for now, plans wise. If you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling extra frisky, you may as well hit the like button as well. I do have a buy me a coffee page, link down in the description if you want to buy a coffee to help support the channel, but please do not feel any obligation to do so. And without further ado, let's get into the Texas food truck tour.
In this video, we're going to be touring some of the best. This brisket looks gorgeous.
That looks so good.
Most beloved food trucks here in Austin, Texas. It's like soft, warm, comforting. It's like right after going on Joe Rogan. He gives everybody a 30-second bear hug, and you feel the warmth throughout your entire body. That didn't happen. We are in Austin, home of Joe Rogan. I just got doing his podcast, and he said that I crushed it.
Is this the first podcast you've done?
I actually watched this podcast. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan's podcast. I've been listening to it for years, and I actually watched and listened to this one on Spotify.
Like, I did a couple of practice podcasts.
When Joe asked me if this was my first podcast I'd ever done, I think what he really meant was, hey, you're doing a great job, and you don't seem like you're about to have a panic attack.
I feel like it's so quiet in here. I'm like, I can hear my voice so well. Good question.
I'm excited today because Austin is a great food city. Of course, you have the strong influence of Texan food and Texan barbecue, but you also have a lot of international flavors you'll find here too. We're on our way to location 1 right now. Let's get started. Right behind me, we have our first location right here. It's called KG Barbecue. What's unique about this place is that right there. That is a transportable mobile smoker. A smoker
that is insane. That the smoker has got its own freaking trailer that's the same size as the actual food trailer.
The smoker can go anywhere he wants to bring it, except for... Yep, pretty much anywhere. Okay, cut that. There was maybe going to be a joke.
This guy's so good.
I want to see how this smoker works. I want to see what kind of meat they got in there and what's on their menu. Let's take a look. All right, right now, me and Kareem, the owner of this establishment, are heading out to where the smoker is. How do you fit a smoker inside a mobile trailer?
Well, this is actually Austin Health Department regulations. We have to put it inside an enclosed trailer with windows for flies. We do Egyptian barbecue, and we decided to name every single one of our smoker after an Egyptian king. This smoker is called King Tut. It's an old propane tank that has been cured, and then this is a 250-gallon tank that is the firebox.
Oh my God, you got access from right out here. Do you ever drive and smoke meat at the same time? And smoke, I mean, if you're in a pinch.
No, but I should. So this firebox, this feeds heat and smoke to the whole cooking chamber.
Oh, let's take a look what's inside.
We got briskets, we got our pomegranate glazed pork.
You guys do not play with your cuts of meat over there as well. They are absolutely huge. They're like, have you seen the Flintstones where they put that rack of ribs on and the car tips? That's like what I imagine when I see food over there.
And then we got our lamb chops, and we got some
mac and cheese
over there. Smoked chicken kebab right here.
At first when I saw barbecue, I thought, nice, very exciting. And then I heard the owner's name is Kareem, and I thought, totally typical Southern name, Kareem. Oh wait, hold on a second. Hold on, where's he from? So you're from Egypt originally.
Yes.
Is there barbecue like this in Egypt that you were able to draw inspiration from?
There's really nothing like this in Egypt at all. Barbecue in the Middle East, it's all about grilling over hot charcoal. But then I visited Texas here to see a friend in 2012, and I tried barbecue, and I was extremely fascinated. The brisket, the short ribs, these are all cuts.
I think that's what's going to happen with me when I visit and I taste this meat. I'm probably going to be hooked. I'm one of those people. I'm quite adventurous. There's not much that will hold me back. We've been to so many places around the world, and if I go and I really like the place, I'll be like, I want to move there. And then reality kicks in. But I'm like, I would jump on a plane and live anywhere. I'm like, Doesn't
that
faze me.
are ground all over the world because it's tough and it's really fatty. So seeing how they transform these cheaper, undesirable cuts into an outstanding product that is smoky and tender and juicy, it was extremely amazing for me. And then I finally decided to quit my job and come here to cook for a living.
You have such an incredible, interesting
insane.
story. I'm very excited to try out the food.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Boom, I'm in the kitchen with Kareem. Kareem, take it away.
All right, we're about to make our famous brisket rice bowl, and it's the dish that we sell the most out of.
This brisket looks gorgeous. Oh, that looks delicious.
That looks
It
so
looks,
good.
I
I'm
can't
just
get
watering
over.
so badly right now.
Sorry, I'm pausing. I don't care. I'm not going to apologize anymore. I can't get over how juicy the meat always looks. You know, it's an art. It's a freaking art form to be able to cook like this. This shocked me a bit that he's an Egyptian guy cooking in Texas and they're featuring him on the Texas food truck tour. But fair play to him. He packed up and moved there and started a business. And yeah, look, seems to be doing well. Look at
That
that.
looks so good.
My mouth is watering so badly
My
right now.
mouth
I
is
haven't eaten
watering. I
anything yet
haven't
today,
eaten
so this is
today.
about to be breakfast.
Let me give you a little sample.
Oh my God, yes. Here we go. First taste. Wow, so juicy, tender. I just went to a different planet. That was incredible. So you kind of cube it up.
Yep, this is what goes on the rice bowl. This is jasmine rice that is cooked in cinnamon and turmeric and bay leaves. So we got the rice and then we got the chopped brisket right on top.
Gorgeous.
This has been described by a customer before as a party in your mouth. This is our baladi
Party
salad.
in your
Baladi
mouth.
means local in Egyptian Arabic. This is a very simple salad with tomato, cucumber, onion, mint, parsley, and it's only seasoned in salt, vinegar, and cumin. After that, we top it off with our tahini sauce, and then we go in with our cinnamon candied nuts. This is a mixture of almonds, cashews, pistachios,
Ooh, I don't
and
know about
raisins
all
that
that.
are tossed in cinnamon, sugar, and butter. We also use a lot
I'm sure it's delicious. I just don't know about adding all the nuts and pomegranate and I don't know.
almonds, cashews, pistachios, and raisins that are tossed in cinnamon, sugar, and butter. We also use a lot of pomegranate seeds here.
This looks stunning. It looks gorgeous.
It looks,
I can't wait
yeah,
to try it out.
it does.
Thank
it
you,
looks
sir.
nice.
Thank you.
But
Oh,
it's
we have
not
our
what I
first
think
course
of when I
right
think
here.
of
I'm very
barbecue.
excited, but man, I gotta tell you, I've got mixed
suppose it's
feelings.
food
What I
truck.
like about this is that he's mixed a bunch of lighter and some sweet flavors to go along with that really, really heavy brisket. But then we have the cucumber. So I'm hoping that it tastes more
He hates
pickly and less
cucumber.
cucumbery, but let's find out. Oh, it's very cucumbery. And then the nuts look
hates
incredible,
it.
but then the tahini sauce. Some people love tahini. For me, it can be a bit on the salty side. That said, we have all these elements together. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. Let's go. That's really good. The rice has a strong turmeric flavor. That with the meat alone, already awesome. But then when you get the nuts, you get some texture in there. You bite on some pomegranate, you get some sweetness. Even the tahini is a great binding agent. I don't find it too strong or salty or anything like that. It's so delicious. This is genius. That is the brisket. What I'm really interested in trying out next is the pork. This will be my first time having pork prepared by an Egyptian man. Let's go.
So this is our pomegranate glazed pork ribs. We apply a dry rub on these,
Pomegranate
fenugreek,
glaze,
coriander, oregano, and then we wrap them and then unwrap them and glaze them in our pomegranate barbecue sauce, which is a ketchup-based Texas-style barbecue sauce that is made with pomegranate juice, pomegranate molasses, and Middle Eastern spices like sumac, cinnamon, and cumin.
What is that?
Za'atar. Za'atar is a Lebanese spice mix. And here we have our sumac pickled onions. Sumac is a dry berry that's native to the Middle East. It's very citrusy tones and flavors. Sumac pickled onions has salt, vinegar, sugar, and sumac and lemon juice. We're gonna top this off with some pomegranate seeds and pomegranate barbecue sauce here.
Before I go, this
I like pomegranate, you know, I'm not gonna, I like pomegranate, but it just seems like over the top. Pomegranate on this, pomegranate on that, pomegranate like, I don't know. I'm sure it's delicious. It's just not what I'd be drawn to if I was to go there and there's other food trucks. I'd probably miss this one because I don't know.
is one of the most unique
I'm not
food
saying
trucks
I wouldn't
I've seen in a
taste
long
it,
time.
100%
Do people ever
would.
come here and get confused about what the hell's going on?
Yes, the most common question that we always get is what makes this Egyptian?
What's the answer for that?
The spices, definitely the spices.
Yeah.
Love it. Sir?
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Boom. Course 2, right here. A couple of dishes. We've got ribs and we've got bread pudding. Bread pudding like you've never seen before. First, the ribs. It's not often that you get to have pork with Middle Eastern spices on them. Every Muslim country I've gone to, I definitely have never ever seen pork anywhere. And I know you can get pork in Egypt. It's just gonna be at a deli. It's gonna be hard to get your hands on. And they're certainly not gonna have big, beautiful racks of smoked pork ribs like this. Take a look. Freshly cut, still on the bone, pomegranate on top. I love the color, but I have to say goodbye for now. Let's give it a bite.
See?
Oh yeah, that's delicious. The spices, the seasoning, there's a certain sweetness here that pairs perfectly with that heavy pork. The texture is interesting because it's not like fall off the bone type of soft. It has some bite to it, which for me is completely desirable. I mean, I still have my teeth. I like to use them once in a while. And then I got a pickle on the side to cleanse the palate. Oh, that's delicious. And then a little cup of pomegranate barbecue. Spicy, sweet, a little bit
Drink it
tart.
like
This
a
is a
shot.
great combination of
Body's gonna
flavors.
nick
I
it
love
back.
it. Here, the bread pudding. I believe he said these are hazelnuts. And he said there's pistachios too, which I know you're probably unlikely to see in your typical bread pudding. He said the bread they're using is a little bit different. They use a puff pastry. I mean, take a look at that. Soft, warm, comforting. It's like a warm hug. It's like right after going on Joe Rogan. He doesn't air this part, but he gives everybody a 30-second bear hug. And it just, you feel the warmth throughout your entire body. That didn't happen. It's a great combination of gooey and crunchy. Super sweet, very delicious. Good start. Let's keep moving.
Texas has no shortage of Mexican food, but you've never seen Mexican food like this. Introducing La Santa. Here, a family-run food truck that's only been open a short while is absolutely crushing it. As word spreads throughout Austin, you'll see what everyone is clamoring about soon. Their specialty here, barbacoa. I've tried barbacoa in Mexico, where they slow roast goat meat, covered in maguey leaves for hours before revealing the soft.
I love goat meat. I remember there was a place in London and they used to do the best goat curry, man. And I would get that as often, whenever I was near there, I would detour to go and get some of that goat
Tender
curry.
meat.
It was amazing.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing like that. That is so good.
Here, instead of goat, they're using beef, and Daughter Rosa is about to show me how it's done.
Oh, I broke inside, and they've not called the police yet. The barbacoa, this is like slow roasted beef.
Well, we call braise. So in Mexico, we just did that in underground. But here we braise them. We put in the oven. We cover with the maguey in it. We season it with a secret recipe. We cook it for 5 hours every day. So we have soft and really good tender barbacoa every single day.
And that barbacoa is going to be featured in many of our dishes right now. Let's get to it.
We're gonna do a quesadilla. We put the cheese on. We mix queso Oaxaca, some Monterey. So we add a lot of barbacoa in, a lot of more cheese at the corner. We add some cilantro and onions in here, and then we're almost ready to flip it.
I've never had one of those.
Meal number 3, I need to stop ordering so much food at each location we go to. This quesadilla, it is so full
That
of
looks
cheese.
amazing.
It's ridiculous.
That looks
it's
so
reckless.
good.
Oh, look at that cheese pull. This is so satisfying. Let's try it out.
I bet you that is delicious. I'm actually salivating.
It's
Look
very
at that.
fresh. The meat is so soft, tender, and succulent. I pictured traditionally barbacoa is made in a pit in the ground. I just pictured our whole backyard all kind of dug up.
Yeah,
Like
big holes
they're making
everywhere.
a new hole every day for barbacoa. Turns out, no. Essentially, they're braising it in a pot each day to make it this tender. Also, a beautiful result. When you mix that with an egregious, gigantic mound of cheese, it's a very satisfying result. We got the one. Never too late.
For our second dish, the Benito Taco, they start with a spinach tortilla.
So we start with some pinto beans that we cook
I was wondering why it was green. I thought maybe they put food coloring. It's spinach.
every
That makes
morning, and
sense.
then we add some chicharron, and then we add some barbacoa. Because with fresco cheese, we always like to add some avocado. We put the tomatillo salsa. We made the tomatillo salsa with fresh tomatillo verde, serrano, cilantro, and more garlic.
Try to pick it up. She said that there's spinach in the tortilla, and so when you're eating it, you're actually eating vegetables. It's basically health food. This is the chicharron. Usually,
I love the way he
you might
keeps
know
his
chicharron
fork in
is
his
like
pocket.
pork rind, dry, crunchy. This is a saturated chicharron, very soft. Barbacoa on top of that. There's queso fresca. Queso. It's cheese. Then there's avocado. Okay, let's try it. Being full isn't about being full. It's that I want to get drunk later. So how am I going to do that with a full belly? I'm going to have to do some blood chugging. Do you guys know about blood chugging? If you're too full here, you can always put alcohol up here. Anyways,
Up
right
your
here they have another
bumhole.
dish. This is the chilaquiles.
Never
When
done
I
that,
tried
by the
this
way.
dish at a market in Mexico City, piles of tortillas were saturated in either green or red salsa, then topped with cream and a myriad of flavors. The whole thing cost only about $1. Here, they make a 5-star elevated
one looks a bit more
chilaquiles that you'll
appetizing.
taste down to your tippy toes. It starts with crunchy tortilla strips.
We have a creamy tomatillo salsa. It's also fresh and with local ingredients. We also add onion and cilantro and sour cream. And then we add some fresco cheese as well. We put nice amount of barbacoa in it. We also gonna add some pinto beans as a side. Then she's gonna finish with a nice egg that we have over here. And then we're finished with some greens and some avocado just to give her more color and freshness in the top. It's ready to eat.
Rosa, you have absolutely crushed it. Thank you so much. I can't wait to
Thank
try
you
it
for
out.
coming to La Santa.
So I'm gonna try just to grab some of that. Oh, mother effing winner. It's spicy, it's slightly sour, it's got a delicious savoriness to it. The mixture, it's like half soggy, half crunchy. Oh my God, take a look at that. Oh yeah. I gotta say, this is one of the cooler dishes I've seen from any
that's
food
really
truck
good
ever in
looking.
the world. That was just the base. I wouldn't even need all these toppings because the base is so delicious. I'm going to try to get one more bite.
One more little bite. Jesus, no wonder you're full, mate.
It's so good. It's so filling. This is absolutely delicious. We should be done with this video. It's probably too long already, but let's keep going. Come to another food truck here. This is a Thai food truck. It's called Kindi. Kindi means
That's pretty cool that there's a bit of everything right there. I mean, I would just try find the barbecue to start with at least. Just to
well, it says it right here. It means eating good. And I feel like they had to write it on here because they got sick of people asking what the heck Kindi means. Let's take a look at the menu over here. This is a very wide-ranging menu. This is what's caught my eye the most. It looks irresistible. Killer noodles. It says it kills me hardly. Does that mean it hardly kills you or it intensely kills you? I'm not sure which one it means. So I'm gonna go inside right now and see how they make this and then I'll get probably other food too because I'm fat. Boom. Right now I'm in the food truck with Arm.
Hi.
How long have you lived in Texas?
I live in Texas almost 3 to 4 years now.
How is Texas super different from Thailand?
Actually, I can say not quite different because the heat is the same. And also, Texas people eat spicy too.
So there's a wide-ranging
spicy.
menu.
I love
Today we're going to
spicy.
focus on the killer noodles.
Right now, we're gonna start with put vegetable oils on it, and later on, she prepares some instant noodles.
So the
I don't know how the sound is for you guys. I'm really struggling with the audio on this video. The video I played before, the audio was really low, and this one seems really high. I've adjusted it, but I do apologize if it's really loud. You've probably switched off by now if it
noodles
is.
are
but-
already cooked.
Yes, they have to boil first before we stir frying it.
Is that garlic paste?
It means garlic, Thai chili peppers.
Oh, did you put more chili?
Yep, that's why they call killer noodle. It's spicy.
Okay, I just found out why they call it killer noodles. I thought they were just trying to be cute. Oh my
gonna
god.
put a
it has
sting
to
in
be
your ring,
spicy,
buddy.
like a Thai spicy. And then she put on basil sauce. It's a homemade sauce. A secret recipe.
I definitely feel like we're in Thailand again. Are people ever scared of the spice?
I don't think so. After that, we're gonna put some basil, some red jalapeno. We're gonna walk for a few minutes to get a smoky flavor.
The smells in here are crazy intense. I'm doing my best to not sneeze right now,
They
but
must be
chili.
so hot in there. I remember when I worked in the pub and that I'd sometimes go into the kitchen and I love the heat, but I can't imagine working over that heat all day making food. Must be torture, as well as, I don't know, would you even get hungry?
The spices are in the air. It's wild.
This one, we're gonna have the whole slab of a fried pork belly.
Pork belly going in the oil.
Now we're gonna crack some eggs, make sunny side up eggs on top of killer noodles.
Wow, that is what I call a fried egg.
We have to fry in a hot oil.
Why is that?
Because it's secret of how to make a fluffy egg.
Look at that. A thing of beauty. Wow, look at that. Okay, the pork goes on next, and then the egg. Crispy and delicious. This looks incredible.
We have the garnish with more red jalapeno peppers. And the last, we're gonna add more spicy stuff on it. It's homemade hot chili oil.
Oof.
And this is ready to serve.
Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right here, what a selection. And you think this is everything. No, look at that. And then look at that behind you. And then
He
look
goes
at that.
in for
and then
one.
look at that as well. Yeah, everything but the water they brought me. So I'm gonna focus on these three right here. These are the killer noodles. I wanna first get to these noodles. Oh, the chilies are inescapable. They're everywhere. Let's see if I survive this one.
It's one of those where you fart and you got to beat it out your jeans before you get third-degree burns.
Hot, flavorful, spicy, savory.
look
Next,
so
the
delicious,
pork.
though.
This is fried pork. I mean, it looks like a fat slice of bacon that's been breaded and fried.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's fat, thick, crunchy, and juicy. Hit it with a little bit more noodle. Finally right here, we have the egg. Not a fried egg, but a deep fried egg. I'm gonna do a bit of a yolk break. We're gonna dump that into the noodles. We wanna saturate those noodles with delicious sticky yolk. Let's go, buddy. Oh my god, it's delicious. It's yolky,
good.
creamy, a
Looks
perfect
good.
mixture. It kind of cools down the intense spiciness of the noodles. Very satisfying. I have to take off my jacket. I'm sweating. You can't tell because of the bandana, but the back of my shirt is wet. Too much information? I'm sorry. Here, this is the soft shell
so
crab
good. He's a
curry.
really
You can
good-
see deep inside we have
He's
the
got such a good presence, hasn't he?
curry. I'm gonna teleport that curry over to here with a spoon. We're gonna put it on a bed of jasmine rice. Let's try it out. Spicy, savory, and just so creamy. So much coconut flavor. But of course, that is just the base. This right here, this is what people are really after. That's a soft shell crab. Actually, that's one half of one soft shell crab. And I'm told you can actually just eat the whole crab just like this.
Yeah, just wolf it down.
Oh, it's really good. Super crunchy. It tastes of sweet, delicious crab. And that's a perfect pairing for this coconutty curry.
goodness.
I gotta say, this is one of the best soft shell crabs I've ever had in my life. Boom. So this is their version of chicken and rice. Instead of having it grilled or boiled, it is super crispy and super fried. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of the sauce. Oh, that's really good. Chicken is the perfect candidate for being fried. Even breast pieces like this, if you try to boil that, grill that, it could easily get really dry and disgusting. It's like eating like a bodybuilder. But here, once it gets a kiss of oil, it's crunchy, it's juicy, it's greasy. It's so satisfying as a human being. For me, coming to Austin and seeing so many of these food trucks, I've witnessed so many interesting stories. People coming to the USA for the first time and living out the American dream. Taking a bold risk, trying something new, introducing their country's food to this country here. Enriching this country with so much more diversity and so much choice and selection that's absolutely stunning and delicious. This is another such story. Boom, guys, that was a video all about food trucks here in Austin.
That seems pretty, I like that, I like that. Don't get me wrong, I know I was moaning about the pomegranate and that in the beginning, and yeah, I definitely would eat it. Fair play to that guy as well. He's left his house at home in Egypt and he's come over there and started a business, and it seems to be going really well, and he's trying to introduce some of his flavors and culture into the food, which is freaking awesome. But like for me, who's coming to America to visit, I hope no one's taken offense to what I said about his food, because it did look awesome. But I'm coming there to try the authentic American barbecue with, you know, that sort of stuff. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. It sort of makes sense to me, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.